Hey, that was great timing. Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My llama welcomes you to Morning Coffee with Sandy. Happy Sunday. I just got through listening. You know, I just got through listening to On the Robert E. Lee, Barry Manilow, the jazz singer. It has got to be my happy song. It's got to be. Let me tell you about this song, okay? This was not what I intended to talk about today, but it just put me in such a happy mood. Hang on. Oh, that's better. Door closed, lights on, dog in place. It's all good. I'll get back to the Robert E. Lee. Don't let me forget, okay? Remind me if I don't do it. I want to start with the Fritzi report because the Fritzi report yesterday was kind of scary. I'm not going to lie. It started out that I turned off my phone, and because I turned off my phone, of course, in the middle of the night, I got a call from the home. Fritzi had fallen. She got out of bed and got as far as the door, and I guess was looking for something and fell. But she was okay. That's what they wanted me to know. So I was checking every few hours throughout the day to make sure that she stayed okay. And about, I don't know, 5 o'clock in the evening, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I had sent another message and said, just checking in, want to make sure Fritzi's still feeling okay. And there's no, nothing that hurt her from the fall. And I get this message back. She just fell. And I thought, are they telling me calm down, she just fell? Or are they telling me she just fell, as in again? So I called, and yes, she just fell again. Only this time she did hit her head. They were calling the hospice nurse to come look at her, but she seemed to be okay. They would get back to me. That waiting time is ridiculous, right? I mean, the woman is 97 years old. It's her second fall of the day. WTF, right? Anyway, she's fine. Yeah. Feisty Fritzi has pulled through yet again. She is amazing. She fell twice yesterday. She hit her head the second time. The hospice nurse visited her and said she's incredibly weak. And if she may have gotten over COVID, but COVID has left its mark if in fact she is still not suffering from it. She said she can't walk, she can barely stand up, but she was in a good mood. She was feeling good. I mean, what more can I ask for? The hospice nurses are all absolutely in love with her because she's the sweetest thing in the whole wide world. And she's so dang tough. Feisty Fritzi. You guys named her, and I'm calling her that now. Good morning, Henry. Good morning, Henry. Yeah, I'm sorry too. You know what? I wish I had some wonderful report to tell you. But here's what I can tell you. She spoke to me. I mean, I told her I was checking in to see how she was doing. She told me it was time to go to lunch with her. I said, "No, Mama, I can't go to lunch with you. You go to lunch and I'll talk to you later." I mean, it's just, she knows who I am. She is totally a survivor. Totally a survivor. No question. So besides my Fritzi report this morning, it's Sunday, and here in the beautiful desert, it's not so beautiful. I have a tennis match at 8, and I have a feeling it's not going to happen because the streets are still wet from last night's rain. That makes me so sad. But maybe by this afternoon, I can go out and hit a few balls with somebody. We'll see. Here's the thing on rain in the desert. We get so little that most people celebrate when it happens. I think I've told you I have my rules about the rain. It is absolutely okay for it to rain. Rain is a wonderful thing, but it should rain between midnight and 4 a.m. That way I get to play all day, play all night, and the rain dries up by the time I want to play tennis. That seems fair, doesn't it? I mean, I'm giving it 4 hours of my day just to rain. Okay, if it wants to start at 11, you can have 5 hours. I think that's fair. I do think that's fair. Today is the anniversary of the California Gold Rush. Just saying. Just saying. Gold discovered in California. Is that like somebody winning the lottery? And how many millions, hundreds of millions of dollars? There was like $1 billion up for grabs. You know, I've read so much about the curses of people who win money and then lose it and go back down the rabbit hole in the wrong direction. I'm wondering if that's just people feeling sorry for themselves because they didn't win, or if it's true stories. I don't know. Yes, you missed the Fritzi report, Opa. I'm sorry, but here is a quick update. Fritzi is phenomenal. She fell twice yesterday. They had the hospice nurse out to check on her, and she's fine. She's fine. 97 years old, 2 falls in one day, and she's fine. But part of the reason, the nurse tells me, is that the COVID has weakened her so much that she has absolutely no balance and she cannot walk unassisted anymore. And they can't restrain her in bed. If they could, she couldn't get out to fall, but it's illegal to restrain somebody. Did you know that? I didn't know that. What else? Oh, I started out with a big smile on my face. Oh, and by the way, Opa, we're calling her Feisty Fritzi. You guys named her. I'm calling her Feisty Fritzi. I started out this morning with my happy song. Oh, can you see this guy in the background? He's very handsome. He's very handsome. Can you see him? That guy right. I'm looking to see right there. That guy. That's my baby. He's gorgeous. He's movie star handsome. Yeah, that's my baby. And his birthday is this week. So I was thinking about him, and I was thinking about him as a little kid. And what came up was back in the days, it's Neil Diamond's birthday. That's what brought this whole thing up. Happy birthday, Neil Diamond. Okay. So why Neil Diamond? I don't know. There is something about him that's very engaging. You've got to admit that. So he did the music from The Jazz Singer, and I used to listen to it in my car. This is going back like 40 years ago. I used to listen to the music in my car, and there's one song called On the Robert E. Lee. It is the peppiest. The words aren't necessarily that happy. Got sun in my eyes and the dun 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 dun. It's got like banjo music, and it's so happy. But in my family, with my 2 little ones, the 3 of us called it tushy bumps. Why did we call it tushy bumps? Because my kids grew up in an age when we didn't know you had to wear a seatbelt. We didn't wear seatbelts back then. And it was okay to stand up in the back seat of the car. So while I would drive, I did keep them in the back, but while I would drive, the 2 kids, little munchkins, would stand up, put their hands on the backs of the seats, and they would tushy bump to the Robert E. Lee. So it would be da 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 da. You can tell, right? I mean, you can't see my butt, but it's bouncing up and down. So they would bounce to the song, and like the minute we'd get in the car, they'd both yell, "Tushy bumps! We want tushy bumps!" So the Robert E. Lee was tushy bumps in my family. We never called it anything but that. And then I got a grandson, and I taught him about tushy bumps, and pretty much every kid that ever rode in my car back in the day when I had the 8-track, not the 8-track. Well, maybe it was an 8-track. I don't know. I thought it was a disc. Anyway, tushy bumps. I strongly recommend that if you need any cheering up at all, you bring it up somewhere on YouTube and listen to On the Robert E. Lee from the jazz singer. It's such a happy song. Probably was a cassette. You're right, Henry. It might have been. I guess he has sex appeal. I don't know. I never found him the least bit sexy. I really didn't. On the other hand, I like his music, but I don't like to admit that I like his music. You know what I mean? Like that. But it is compliment day, so let me say, you're a fine singer. You did a great job, Neil Diamond. I mean, Neil Diamond was at the last waltz. How did he fit in with the band? But he did. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's his moves. I don't know. His voice is sexy. Okay, maybe I could go with that. I don't know. But I've been to see his concerts. He puts on a really good show. Tushy bumps. No seatbelts back then. No car seats. Yeah, on the Robert E. Lee. This is also the anniversary of the day Churchill died. Doesn't it seem like we've talked about Churchill enough already? I'm done with Churchill for now. What else do I want to tell you? I mean, it's a lot of days, but I know. So this morning, I walked into my studio, and I don't like to show you this, but I'm going to anyway. I don't know if you can tell. So in my studio here, I have mirrored doors. Hi. There's a right side and a left side. You know that song about one pill makes you... Okay. It's like two different viewpoints. If I stand and I look at myself on the left side, I'm quite chubby. But if I just move over a teeny bit and I look at myself on the right side, I actually like what I see. It's like, okay, girlfriend, you're not looking bad at all. And it occurred to me that life is kind of like this. We have a choice all the time of what view we want. Do we want to see the good view, the happy view, the way life looks pleasant? Or do we want to look at the view that we decide must be reality because it's not as nice? I don't know, just throwing that out there for you. What view do you choose and why? Why wouldn't we always look through those rose-colored glasses? It's the same world. I like to say, if you're going to make shit up, make up good shit. That's my thing. Maybe I'll do word art for that. Can I say shit on YouTube? I suppose I can say anything. 2 mirrors. 2 mirrors. Think about that. Everything that happens to you in life is like 2 mirrors. Which side you're going to look at? Okay, I'll let you think about that some more. It's also Beer Can Appreciation Day. Apparently, beer stays colder in bottles, so I'm kind of a bottle fan. And I don't drink a lot. But if you drink a lot and you travel and you take it out like on a picnic, you can take more with you in a smaller space if you take it in cans. Choose. I go for the bottles personally. And you want to vote, you can vote. I'm not a big drinker, so I don't know that my vote has a whole lot of impact. Oh yeah, Opus says, especially if you're making shit up about me, make it good. Thank you. And thank you for permission to say, use the word shizzle instead. If you're making up shizzle, make up good shizzle. I don't know, shizzle kind of sounds like fun. It kind of sounds like sparkle. I don't know. Okay, what else? Let's move on. I won't even go there then. It is green juice day. I am not in favor of green juice. I'm not going to lie. I know it's supposed to be incredibly healthy for us. I am not going there with green juice. I do not drink green juice. Green soup, I will drink. And why do I say that? Because my great-grandma, Grandma Bader, we had to call her Grandma Bader because her name was Lena. And my brother once called her Lena Pina, and it made her very upset. And from that day on, we could only call her Grandma Bader. We had to call her by her last name. Isn't that funny? Which, by the way, is why I think maybe if I do my genealogy, I am related to Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Could be, right? Okay, anyway, my grandma made the best vegetable soup on the planet. I mean, I try frequently to duplicate what she used to do, and every once in a while I hit it, but it had every vegetable in the sun and it was all pureed, so it was creamy and thick and absolutely fabulous and very green. Green soup, yes. Green juice, not so much. What else? Oh, well, here's what's really important, folks. It's Peanut Butter Day. Yes, National Peanut Butter Day. Okay, seriously, who doesn't love peanut butter? I mean, so they did a study, by the way, on kinds of peanut butter. I don't know what kind you like, but here are the results of that study. I wanted to share it with you. The most loved peanut butters in America. 42% of the people, I don't know, maybe there were 1,000 people interviewed. 42% like Jif. 23% like Skippy. Apparently, choosy mothers do choose Jif. Peter Pan, 16.8. Smucker's, 5.2. With Whole Foods and Trader Joe's healthy organic stuff right down there with about 2% each. So I had a 50th birthday. It was a long time ago, but I still remember it, right? And I had this huge batch. And one of my dearest friends at the time was like voted the #1 chef in the South Bay where I lived. And he was doing the food for this big, huge party that I threw. And he was talking about all these elegant things he was going to make. And I said, that's great, but it's me. So we have to do some weird things. There was a huge, like 10-foot, 12-foot table that had wig heads. Wig heads. Now picture this. Spray painted all kinds of bright colors to go with the theme of my party. And he had hors d'oeuvres on toothpicks sticking out of the wig heads on this big long table. The whole party was like that. It was insane and it was so much fun. But the best part was this famous chef, and he's a big guy, went around the room. There were, I don't know, a couple hundred people there sitting at tables. And he went around the whole room pushing this cart. And on the cart was peanut butter, crunchy and creamy, and about 3 kinds of jam and freshly baked white bread. And he walked around the room all night long where people could be eating these exotic dishes that had been created. And he made peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for people as he walked around the room. And that was like the hit of the evening. Everybody's dressed to the T's. And here he is walking around making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I had also requested a cereal bar, you know, where you could take your favorite cereal and mix it with all your favorite toppings and milks and stuff. He said, no, you get peanut butter or cereal. You do not get both. I chose the peanut butter, and I'm glad I did. My favorite breakfast, for those of you especially who want to lose some weight, this is like a low-calorie yum. I buy the skinny bagels. I don't know what you call them. The Sara Lee, no, Oral Wheat, maybe, whatever they are. They're skinny bagels. That have like 100 calories in the whole bagel. I do a skinny bagel with peanut butter, like 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, a half a banana sliced thin, and 2 strawberries sliced thin. And it's like eating a PB&J with banana. I do it open face, so it seems twice as big. And it's like 150 calories. And it's, oh my God, so good. Try it. Seriously. Seriously, try it. Wait, I got to check in. Henry says that when she was first starting, I assume, teaching, she lived on PB&J sandwiches for the first 2 or 3 weeks because she could eat a sandwich and keep on going. I'm assuming that. Okay, and the brand is not as important as it is that it be creamy. Opa agrees. Yep, creamy only. I also agree. creamy only. I don't want chunks in my peanut butter. Oh, and my new other favorite use for peanut butter besides that is, you know what a Kong is? I got this goofy doggy right here. Say good morning, Bailey. Hey, Bailey. Say good morning. There's Bailey. Bailey is not easily distracted when I leave. And he hates when I leave. He likes me around all the time. So there's this thing, maybe I'll show you one tomorrow. It's about this big. It's rubber, big on one end, smaller on the other, open in the middle. And you fill it like with peanut butter and kibble and more peanut butter and more kibble or whatever you're going to put in there. And they play with it for like, it takes like 10, 15 minutes to play with it and lick it enough to get all the stuff out of the inside. It doesn't just fall out. They have to get it out. It's really cool. Really cool. It's called a Kong, Kong. We have 4, 1 for each dog plus 1 for when one gets lost because, hey, you got to have your Kong. You know what I mean? No, every year of teaching, she does that. The first day of school is crazy. I do remember that first day. Oh, I loved it so much. I loved the first day of school, but I loved that first week when I could go into my room without the kids there and get the room all ready for them. Wasn't that awesome? I do remember that. Oh, yeah. Okay. What else? In 2004, the rover Opportunity landed on the moon. Do you I don't know how old you are, but I remember as a kid thinking that was only a dream. I mean, Flash Gordon was up there, but people on the moon? Get out of here. And then suddenly someone landed on the moon? Yeah, we've talked about that. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. Fly me to the stars. Woo! Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Coffee makes me sing. Okay, my llama and I brought my llama today to kind of cheer me. I still find it amazing myself, Henry. We have people who have been to the moon. To the moon. To the moon, Alice! Yeah. I love you guys. Have a moon and sun-filled day, and I hope the sun comes back out. To those of you who are still struggling, and there are many of you, to my niece, to my friend Michelle, who lost her mother yesterday and broke her leg yesterday. My heart goes out to you. I don't even know what to say. Love and prayers to all of you who need them. I love you, and I'm here. I'm here for you. And I'm drinking coffee in your honor. Heal, everybody. Heal. I love you guys so much. It is such a joy to be here with you. Enjoy the rest of your coffee. I'll see you tomorrow.